Guys, this is Secret Service Sam, and this is my super secret show. And as you can see, today I have an extra special guest. This is one of the first people I met when I started attending the Diddy trial. I was just a little baby, coming to the Diddy Dome, not knowing what to expect. And this man really took me under his wing. And hold on, he really took me under his wing and taught me the ways, the diddlations on the streets. You know what I mean? Because I was inside reporting on the diddler, but it's a different thing to actually be out on those streets. And with me today is none other than the world's best line sitter in the biz, Kay the line sitter. Kay, how are you today? That's a
I'm doing
salute.
all right, Sam. How are you today, my brother?
Man, I am excellent. I am excellent. Now, the first time we met, I was originally going with another line service. And then I happened to stumble upon you. And I mean, like I said, ever since, you've really watched my back. A lot of people don't understand. Okay, be careful about that, the little this, because they'll take my live down. So
Nah,
it's like, the thing you guys have to realize about a good line sitter is there's line sitters who will take your money. These, people who are charging anywhere from 500 to 700 a night for this Diddy trial to get you
yeah.
in. If people don't know, 21 press get in, 14 public. And I get there myself now sometimes at around 4:45 a.m. because, frankly, sometimes Kay is the best, so I can't always afford him, but he's now taught me the ways, and and I've brought him a lot of other customers as well. But Kay, tell the
And I
people,
appreciate that. I really appreciate the people you bring to me, man.
of course, man. And so tell the people just a little bit about yourself and how long you've been line sitting and what is a line sitter.
Well, what we do as line sitters is we hold spots for people
Hmm.
that don't want to stand outside and waste their time. So they can be doing other things with their time than to be sitting on the line for 5 and 6 hours. So they'd
Right,
rather pay me, which I
right.
don't mind.
Yeah,
I'm here to help the people.
that's right. And what
And
do we call when you make that money? What is it called?
oh, right now there's Diddy dollars. Right
Diddy
now, as long as
dollars.
this Trinity trial going on, we get Diddy dollars, baby. That's all it is.
And were
But
you line sitting during the Trump trial as well?
yes.
Okay.
See,
And what were people? Go ahead.
no, I actually worked. I was working for a company that they get a lot of trials going on. So they called me for the Trump trial, and I've been addicted ever since.
Right. But now you're independent, right? You're your own K the line guy
Yes.
productions, right? I mean, it's you.
Well, I still actually work for the company,
Okay.
but I also do my own little business on the side that because a lot of people don't want to deal with the company because it's too much of a headache.
Right. Right.
Some people don't want to give out their personal information. Some people just rather just pay you and keep it simple.
Right.
Some
Right.
people don't want to give out their
And like I was saying, Kay, to me, what I didn't realize, a big part of why I appreciate you is because you also keep me safe. Because from the
exactly.
beginning
See,
of this, I've had people harassing me, and
when
a
you
lot of people
hire
don't
me,
know, but
you hire a line sitter and security all in one.
exactly. And I hope everybody hears that because the security is really the aspect you want in that line. It's 5 a.m. I have a video where Jimmy, we all know Jimmy, and we'll talk about him in a second, had a
I thought
6 foot.
my boy Jimmy was there last night.
Exactly. And a 6 foot 2x4, you guys just swinging it at people, swinging it at traffic cones, breaking the piece of wood, and there's no security there. Kay goes up to him, gets face to face, and diffuses the situation where there were several female reporters from all the large legacy media companies who
New
could have
York
all been
Times,
assaulted by
CNN,
this
all them
man.
people. He had all them people out there scared.
Yeah, and you stopped him, Kay. So talk to us a little bit, real quick. I have Foxy Nyla says, "Ask Kay if you're a Diddy fan."
I'm absolutely. I don't care about Diddy, to be honest with y'all. I really don't. I'm not. I don't have nothing against him, and I'm not a fan of him. I'm like, either way, I'm still gonna be out there, so it don't matter.
Right.
Like
Yeah.
Diddy,
Like
I'm not
Alliance
out there for
sitters.
Diddy.
Yeah.
I'm not out there for Diddy. I'm out there for the people to help the people get what they need.
Right. And explain to people you don't just do the Diddy. You don't just do
No, I
trials.
don't just do Diddy. I do sample sales, Broadway plays, concerts, sneaker releases, whatever y'all need me to wait
Restaurants.
online
Right.
for. Restaurants, Lucali's, Brooklyn. As a
Mhm.
lot of people know, Lucali's is very famous in Brooklyn. It's one of Beyonce's favorite
Oh, snap.
pizza places.
Oh,
So it's been real popular over the last few years, and I'm damn near there every day.
wow. And will you get a slice of pizza if you wait in line for somebody? You'd be like,
I
hey,
don't.
or
I'm allergic to tomato sauce, so I don't eat pizza.
oh wow, that's insane. Okay, interesting. So, Kay, let's get into it. Tell us about Hacksaw Jimmy Duggan. Jimmy comes every day. My last interaction with him, he comes up to me and he's like, I'm gonna take a metal pipe and I'm gonna hit John over the head with it. And he goes, snitches get stitches. And like, sure enough, he went and did that. But tell everybody just about some of the latest dramatics, that have been happening.
Well, you also, I don't know if a lot of people been following me, but you also know I got the crazy MTA lady.
Right. Talk to us about Candor or Candy, she's calling
Candor,
herself.
we got John, Candor, we got Jimmy, we got a whole bunch of characters over there,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah.
And these people are people that'll really make you realize how much patience you really got,
Right. Right.
because they, I don't know, I gotta, I gotta say, I'm really proud of myself for dealing with them, because
Yeah, I'm proud of you too, man. Cause
a
I
few years ago,
experienced
man,
that.
a few years ago, I'd have found myself in prison.
Right. And I think,
But
that's a point I was just about to bring up, Kay, is, as grown men, we have kids, we have families, we have something to lose. Some of these
exactly,
people we're dealing with might not have
they
as
don't have
much to
nothing to lose.
lose. And
So
and I
now,
think like you said, patience. I was being harassed the other morning where literally, who took my phone and threw it on the ground just because Jimmy threw his phone on the ground, and it took everything in me to walk away. And because I don't know, what if, I saw him take a rollerblade to a police officer and to Jimmy. So at 5 a.m., and like you said, do you really want to end up in prison? Do you want to end up with a felony when somebody is provoking you? I think as a real
over
man, it
somebody
takes
that
a
ain't got
real
nothing to
man to walk
lose,
away. Huh?
and you got to, they got nothing to lose, none of them.
Right. So
And
break it down for everybody, all the characters, just list everybody out and give everybody like a little profile of kind of the craziness that's happened.
well, we got John, the crazy guy with the crazy drunk guy that looks like he's Jesus,
Right? Yeah, and he does
and
love Trump. Yeah,
he's always out there. He has no business on the line. First of
right.
all, he's been banned, so he's there for no reason. He can't even get in his courtroom. Can't sell the spot. I don't know why he's there,
Oh,
but
really? So he can't even sell a spot anymore or go into the courtroom? I didn't know that.
no, we didn't even put his name on the list yesterday.
Wow.
And
Wow.
yeah,
And how has he
so
reacted to that?
he was highly upset, but nobody cares. I'm not worried about him. You can scare them females out there, but you're not gonna scare me.
Right, right. Was he scaring females or
Yeah, that's what he normally tries to do. He tries to intimidate the females.
interesting?
That's his regular. He'll beef with all the women, but he won't say nothing when I get online, and it's
Wow.
ridiculous.
I didn't know that. See, my first experience with him was the first time I hired you. I came and met you the night before. I was in a hoodie, and then I
Right.
came back the next morning in my suit.
And your suit,
And
right?
you and I swapped out, and then he all of a sudden sees me. He starts recording me like, "This guy starts calling me all these, curse words, and I'm chewing on a breakfast sandwich. He goes, "I hope you choke on that," and and unalive yourself. And I'm like, whoa. I was like, dude, I hired Kay. Like, I paid for this spot, you know? And people don't understand in the line, it's not like a line when you're in school or as a kid. Like, if
Right.
you butt in this line, you can get hurt. You know what I
You
mean?
can
It
you
is,
you will get hurt.
tell them about it.
You will get hurt. Don't come there trying to skip the line.
Right.
And don't definitely try to skip none of my customers because I'm not gonna happen. They can call me
Right.
back. I can be all the way back home. Trust me, I'm coming back to help them.
That's what, and they call it the Hunger Game lines. And I've had
That's exactly.
people who are
That's
new to the line is like, oh my God, somebody, somebody tried to button from you. Like, yo, it is like there
oh
are
yeah, they not playing.
sections.
They not playing. They want to get in that courtroom.
Exactly. And like I explained, there's 14 spots for the public, 21 for the press.
Mm-hmm.
And what happens is you have the morning line where the line sitters are holding the spots. Then all the major legacy media comes, takes over for those spots. All the tents go down, the line like an accordion condenses.
Right.
Then
See,
that's
so
say around 7 a.m., right, Kay? Or
yeah.
so. And then they will open up at about what time that
But
official line to then split the public and
they
the
split
press in
they
front.
split the line around 7:15, 7
Yep.
7 7:15.
And so people don't understand that right there. I've
Is
seen
what it could.
some people walk up and just get in the front of the line and not say a word. And everybody's like, hey, we paid a lot of money. What, you can't just walk in. And sometimes they do.
Yep.
I've seen it happen. And so you get into that second phase of the line where then that's where, listen to this, they count you. Okay, we're in the top 14. We're good, right? No. Because then you go through security line. And in that security line is where you can again lose your spot that you've paid for, waited all night
All
because you
night.
go through security. And if you take a long time to go through security, a person behind you can get the token to check your phone in and get the thing and beat you in the final line that matters inside the courtroom.
Yeah. And that's where the problem comes in at. Most people that they don't realize that they're it's like vultures.
Yeah,
You got a bunch of vultures over there, and they looking
right.
for any little open, they gone.
Yeah, it's not that's and people get new people come into that line like, "Oh my god, I was in front of you and I paid a lot." You're like, "Okay." And I understand, and I was the same when I got here, but you get broken in. I was talking to Armand Wiggins. Shout out to Armand, one of the main influencer on this case. And we've had a lot of laughs at it when newbies, greenhorns in the line are like, this isn't fair. And we're like, this line is not fair. So you better be willing to fight for
Well,
your spot.
I'm gonna just look. I had a lady pay me for a 23-hour wait. I waited for 23 hours for her.
Wow.
And do you know she let John come skip in front of her?
Oh, wow.
I'm
You
not gonna
mean,
say her name,
right,
but she paid me for 23 hours. So normally when my customers come up, they don't ask me to wait. I'll go home. You know how it goes,
right,
Sam.
right.
I get on the highway, halfway home, she calls me and tell me John skipped her in line.
Wow. But did she let John skip her in line or
She
he
was,
just,
I guess, she was intimidated. John looks like he looks like a serial killer. Look at him.
I mean, he comes off as a very charming, nice guy, but then you see like a lot of these guys, they quickly can cross that line. Like Candor comes off nice and normal. I was saying she was talking to me with one morning for like an hour. She's looking this way. I thought she had an earpiece and she's talking about random stuff. And then like after an hour, she goes, Sam, what do you think about that? And I was like, I thought you were on the phone this whole time. And so again, let's go through Jimmy. What is Jimmy's deal? Okay. Jimmy has this piece of wood. Why is he after John?
Well, John brought Jimmy over there
Okay.
originally. He used Jimmy to hold a spot, and he got paid $120 for the spot.
Okay.
He gave Jimmy $40 for being out there all night.
Wow.
So Jimmy stole the customer that John had.
So John paid Jimmy only $40, which I
Only
mean,
40.
in a business sense, that makes good sense to like make the money, and then so I ain't mad at him for that.
Yeah, I know.
But
I'm not
then,
mad at him, but
but Jimmy then stole his customer. How did that happen?
Well, I forgot his name, but you know who he is. Jimmy
Okay.
stole his customer. So him and John been that's what started their feud.
Okay.
And now John got Jimmy locked up for being out there one night. He called the cops and said Jimmy threatened him. They locked Jimmy up.
Okay.
So
So they
now he's been
did
after
lock.
John ever since.
So I was there, I think, when John. No, I've never
You
seen
was
when.
there for that. No, you was
Okay,
there for that.
that was when he was. Jimmy was swinging the wood at
Yeah,
everybody. Okay, which he
yeah.
deserved to be arrested for that. I mean, he could have easily
He
hit
could have went
several of the
about it. He
people.
could have went about it a different way. Sometimes you gotta. Sometimes
Yeah.
you gotta think.
Yeah, but you know what's hard? I always say if you're a rational person, you apply rational thought to things. And with crazy people, there isn't that. So you keep, like I said, it's like throwing a ball at a wall and expecting it not to come back to you. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? It's like
yeah.
it's just, you're talking with crazy people. Oh,
Speaking of my boy,
Foxy Nyla is asking Kay, who is your favorite rapper?
who's my favorite rapper? My favorite
Yeah.
rapper is in federal prison. My favorite rapper name is Leaf Ward, and he's from Pennsylvania,
His
from
name is Leaf.
Philadelphia.
Okay, and his
Leaf
name's Leaf.
Ward.
Okay, interesting. Leaf War. All right. You'll have to share some links with us. So Kate, tell us also about the night where Candor allegedly, maybe not allegedly, assaulted a line sitter with a mag light
Yeah,
from her
well,
work.
she assaulted one of my co-workers with a MTA flashlight she had. She gave him a knot upside his head. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah,
Y'all can take it how y'all want to take it. But if it was me, her ass would have been on the floor.
right. Yeah.
Because
I mean, if you're assaulted,
if you assault me, my mother always told me this: your hands are bisexual. Ain't no such thing as you don't hit a. You hit me, I hit you back.
right, right. Yeah. I personally look, if a female hits me, I'm walking away. I'm getting away from the situation. But if somebody hits you in the head
Well,
with a mag light,
well, you have to
your life
understand.
is in threat.
She hit that man for no reason.
Right. What yeah, explain to us, just like take us
He
to
asked her
like
to
what
be.
happened.
He asked her to be quiet because she was making noise. You know how she comes at 3, 4 in the morning, screaming,
Right.
hollering.
Right.
We asked her to be quiet.
Hmm.
I had my wife and kids out there with me, so I didn't want to, get into it with her.
Right. I didn't know that.
Yeah, my kids was in the car. Um, she came over there acting crazy. You know me. I gets out the car, get away from my car if I do something to you. Like we're not even about to play like that.
Good.
I
Yeah.
don't, I don't, I don't bother nobody. I come out there to do my job, and that's that.
Hmm.
Um, but he asked her to be quiet. She was near his tent making noise, and she just went off. And when
Mm.
he got out the tent, she swung the lighter and hit him in the head. She swung the flashlight and hit him in the head.
And it
Gave him a
was a
big knot.
big egg. It was
Big
like
knot.
when your kid knocks his head real
Yeah.
good or something, and it immediately it
It
was
would have
like
just
you
been It would have just been a reflex. I'm not.
right.
I just can't. I don't
Yeah,
know.
you
I
sent me
can't.
the picture. I
Yeah,
saw his head and
I
I
sent you
couldn't
the
believe
video.
it. Yeah, you
I
sent me
sent you
video
the
because
video.
and the thing about her, I wasn't concerned about her. It's one thing you want to talk, all you want to talk and this and that. But when it crosses over into that, I really became a lot more aware of these surroundings. That it is dangerous in this line. You know, people. I try to reiterate that my heart rate is at like crazy. By the time you get in, you're just like, whoo, woo, saw, because okay, I'm in line, ready to actually go to 26B, the courtroom,
Yep.
penthouse level in the Diddy Dome. And people don't understand how much anxiety and you have to be on your guard because you could get hurt in the line.
Excuse me. Well, for the people that don't want to go through the nonsense, call me.
That's right. And I mean, for those who don't
I'm
know,
I'm your line sitter and your security guard until you get in the courtroom.
that's right. And for a lot of people who don't know, Candy or Candor
She
she
will
is the
definitely
woman.
try to skip the line, and she definitely doesn't
Yeah.
care.
and she was kicked out of the court building. She is the one who said,
She's
"Yo,
not even
Diddy, the
allowed in
Fed."
either. She was banned. She got kicked out for
Right,
screaming at Diddy, telling him that everybody's laughing at him.
right, right. And then get your pun puns, get your pun puns. She was
Yeah,
like,
she's
that was
a,
crazy, man.
she's something else, man.
She really is. So, what do you think? How much more of the trial are you anticipating? Is Fat Joe, now we're hearing Ozempic Joey is
Oh
entering
man,
the fold? It's like, are we just lapping right over from Bad Boy? I mean, somebody was saying Big Pun would be, so sad. I mean,
yeah. Well, I don't know. I don't think they're gonna bring him up on charges. I'm not sure.
okay,
I think somebody just trying to go for. I think somebody just chasing some money right now, and they just trying to get a couple of dollars.
yeah, yeah. Clinton
Because
Smith
this is
just
my whole thing.
go ahead.
If you do something to me, I don't want your money.
Right,
If you do something wrong to me, I don't want your money. I want justice. You might have got it.
facts. Yeah,
So this is why I say a lot of times I don't believe a lot of this stuff. Even
mm,
like with the Puff stuff, I'm not saying he's wrong. I don't know what happened.
right,
But at the same time, do I believe he deserved to be in jail? I don't think nobody deserved to be in jail.
right,
Only people,
right.
jail is for two people: rapos and pedophiles.
Mm. And can you explain, or can you tell us, Kay, what do you think? Like, what are the streets saying about how they think this verdict will go?
A lot of people thinking it's going to be a mistrial.
Mistrial, yeah. But what do you think? Like, what is
I
that
believe,
really?
I believe, I believe it's going to be a mistrial.
Okay, okay, interesting. That is crazy. And so Clinton Smith said. Clinton Smith said, Sam, the way people try to bully you and your shocked look is hysterical. LOL. Thank you, Clinton. It's just a genuine look because, look, I got bullied as a little kid. So I learned to stand up for myself. So I'm not anti bully. I do a stand up bit on like, I'm pro bully because, unless somebody pushes you to that point where you say enough is enough, you won't stand up for yourself. You know what I mean? And so, I don't like bullies. I will stand up to bullies now. And Kay does the same.
Yeah, I
But
don't
let's
like
see. Clint
bullies.
Smith said he loves all the behind the scenes tea about what goes on in the lines. Um, what else? Yeah, this is great. Thank you guys, everybody in the live. You're killing it. Um, uh, let's see. I'm just reading what everybody. Happy. Yeah. Good afternoon, Foxy Nyla. Please follow Kay. He's Kay the line sitter on all his socials, TikTok. Foxy Nyla says, I'm 5'2". I'm not messing with nobody bigger than me. Yep, absolutely. Clinton Smith says, I have no idea why the federal authorities in charge don't make it first come, first served. Other federal buildings allow people to call ahead to enter, which would be a more civilized approach. I totally agree, Clinton. I mean, one of the issues is, or we've had, is you can wait in the line and then somebody will come out in the morning, take your name, and then you can come back, which I wish they would do, which is hard because you'd have to have one of their workers get there at like 4 a.m.
Yeah,
But
somebody would have
and
to
hey,
be
I'm
there
not trying
early.
to put K out of business either.
Oh, they're gonna call me.
Right, right.
People don't want to come out. They're gonna call regardless.
Well, and you almost need security. I mean, there's several influencers there who I don't know if they had security at the beginning of this court trial, but they do now.
Yeah,
And I don't. I mean, well, I was gonna say I don't have security, but I do. I got you've been watching my back this
you
whole
got me,
time. So,
Sam.
yep.
You
Honestly,
got me. Long as you
yep.
there, I got your back, Sam.
Yeah, hell yeah. No, I appreciate it because it's real. I'm not looking to mess around with that BS there, man. It's
And I'm
like.
not the toughest person in the world. I don't like people bothering people that don't bother them.
Right, exactly. Yeah, it's like if
And
I
you come
mess
here to
with
do your
you,
job and whatever
right,
you like to do. And I don't like
right.
when people try to, interfere with that.
Yeah, yeah. I agree with that. So what else, Kay? You're off for the weekend?
Yes.
Uh you're back on Monday, so Sunday
I'm
night?
back Sunday night for Monday morning.
Okay.
Then you know what? Then so Sam, Monday morning is my daughter's graduation.
Oh, dang. Okay, so you're gonna wait, Monday morning is?
I'm gonna go to work Sunday night.
Okay.
I'm gonna Leave work Sunday morning,
Okay.
go home, take a shower, get dressed, go to my daughter's graduation, and then I'll be back to work Monday night. So I'm not gonna
Wow.
sleep. I'm gonna. So they just better leave me alone Monday.
I know. Well, that's the thing people don't realize. You're not getting to sleep. I mean, you've been working outside on the street, and man, kudos to you. And like, it's amazing. You got congrats on your daughter graduating, and you're busting your butt, man. And I hope everybody on the live and everybody, all the dads of the world see this, and kids, how hard fathers have to work to just make things, we just make things happen for our kids, and they don't
Yeah.
always know what goes behind it. So I salute you for that, you know what I mean?
Yep. Because I do this for them. I don't do this for me.
Right,
I do this for
exactly.
I do this for my kids, and I do this because I like to help people.
Right, right. Amen. Yep.
And
Well,
if I
that's
can make some
that's
money, and if I can make some money in the process, why not?
them Diddy dollars,
Diddy
baby.
dollars, baby.
We're all after those Diddy
That's right.
dollars,
Everybody gonna get some Diddy dollars. Why not? He
Yeah.
gave it to Cassie. Might as well give me some too.
Yeah, hilarious. I mean, that's the most amazing thing. I do have to thank Diddy, ironically, because he's
Thank
helped
you,
me get
Diddy.
these Diddy dollars. He's
I ain't gonna lie,
created
Puff.
work off this trial. You know what I mean?
Puff, Puff, you really helped me out, man. My son said thank you. You treated his birthday, and you helped my daughter's graduation.
Hey, like Biggie said, birthdays are the worst days. Now we
Birthdays
sip
was the worst days.
champagne when we first day. Yeah.
Huh? Puff gonna help us sip champagne on her birthday.
Amen. Amen. Well, I'll let you go. Congratulations to your daughter. Tell the president of TikTok, wishes her the best. Tell your son what's up. I know he's like, Dad, you told me, Dad, is he really the president
Yo,
of TikTok?
I wish he was here right now and he's seen you because he probably lose his mind.
Yeah, well, we gotta, yeah, tell him I'll send a video to him or something. Just let me know.
He'll be there. I'll bring him out with me to work on next Friday
Okay, I gotta see if I can get there. I might
because
not be able to.
He wants to go over there to the park. You know he loves to play soccer, so I'm gonna
Oh,
take him to
dope.
the park there
Okay.
to play soccer.
Oh, that's great. All right. Well, yeah, well, great talking to you, and thanks for sharing your stories and wisdom and all that. And if you need a line sitter, you guys, anywhere, Kay's got it, or he's got the employees to get you into any line in the
Any
world,
line, man.
maybe.
Any
Yep.
line in New York City, we're allowed to give. You do not have to wait. We will do it for you.
And you do
If you
Vegas
need my number,
also?
please contact Sam,
Yep.
or you can find me on TikTok.
Yep. Kay the line sitter. Kay the
Kay the
line
line
guy.
sitter.
Yep. All right, man. Well, thanks, Kay. I appreciate it. Have a great Saturday.
All right, and if you get on that line without getting the line sitter, please beware of John, Candor, and Jimmy.
Yeah, and all the
If you
other
don't want to deal with
yeah.
them,
Yeah, have your head on a swivel, as they say.
yeah.
All right, guys. That's
All
it
right,
for
brother.
today. Appreciate you. Secret Service Sam out. Samson for president of TikTok and
Absolutely.
YouTube.